Hey everybody, it's Callie. Today I wanted to make this video in honor of Labor Day weekend, which is now upon us. So I was sitting here, I heard it was Labor Day, and I was like, I did some thinking. What is Labor Day actually about? Obviously, the name would imply Labor Day, it's a day for workers, but I mean, if you ask me, it's the day a lot of workers have to work extra hard. The ones who don't get Labor Day off, because not everyone gets Labor Day off. So, real quick, I know for some people it means it's the end of summer and kids are going back to school. For some people, I've heard, you can't wear white after Labor Day, which was started by the upper class, richer people to actually, this is a theory. It was started by richer upper class to weed out the rich from the poor because only the rich people knew not to wear white in after Labor Day weekend. So if they saw someone who was wearing white, they would know, okay, that's a lower class person. That's a rumor. I don't know if it's true. That's just one of the reasons I found. Next would be it is people recognize it as the beginning of NFL season kickoff. So it's like a people get together, they celebrate with their cookouts or going out to eat, entertainment. But what is Labor Day? What was it really supposed to be about? So I was doing some research and I found that in the 1830s, the manufacturing workers, because that's what a lot of the jobs were, would work 70 hours a week plus. So they would be spending most of their time working. Half of their week would be at work. And the other half is sleeping. So it's like their life was basically just working. And they felt that they were working too much. So in 1882, they organized a workforce union that got together and said, hey, we need better rights. We want to work less. We don't want to spend all of our time working. So the people in charge, politicians and business people, they were like, you know what? That's a great idea. Let's give them this working day because then they can take time off, spend more money. And in the end, they actually shortened the week to a 60-hour week and then eventually a 40-hour week for a pretty strategical reason. Apparently, if people are only working, like if you're working 70 hours, you're working and sleeping. You don't have time for anything else. So the way business people and politicians looked at it was, okay, well, I would be in favor of a vote for a politician, but the business people were like, if they have more time, that means more time to spend their money on services, products, vacation, traveling, going out to eat. So that meant more money for other people. But what I find really interesting is the fact that even though it's a day to celebrate or to honor workers in the labor force, a lot of people still have to work. And they have to work really hard because pretty much the upper class or, the more wealthier people get to take it off. White collar, we'll call them, okay? White collar get to take it off, go travel, do things because they have the money to do so. Whereas if you're, like me, I was a waitress. I waitressed pretty much from the time I was 13 to 21. Waitress, bartended, that whole thing. It's a thankless job, okay? It's very difficult. Just because it's so fast paced. Obviously, it's easy, but the way you have to do it is very difficult, and the people you encounter, because when you waitress, people look at you definitely like a lower class citizen. So you have those people. You have really nice people. You have tons of people. But either way, if you work a job like waitressing, retail, restaurants, something like that, Labor Day for you means stress, okay? So busy, rude people. For me, I lived in a place that was pretty much a tourist attraction. People would come there, and that's where they would vacation. So there was the vacationers who had lots of money. I mean, their homes were at least 5 times bigger than the locals' home. They were huge, and they were on the lake. But then you had also the locals who worked the local jobs. You know, you have your gas stations, you have your restaurants, your bars. Where I'm from, there's a lot of bars. So that's basically your workforce there. And they don't get those times off. They have to work extra hard. And anywhere else, even in the city, if you work retail, a cashier job, anything at the food business, anything like that, Labor Day weekend means you actually are working more. So it's interesting that we all, that a lot of us celebrate Labor Day because it seems like, I don't know, like, let's celebrate a day. It seems like a joke, kind of. Let's celebrate a day of the day because I know some people love their job. Don't get me wrong. I know some people love their job, but most people hate their job. They do it to basically get money to survive. That is their motive behind being at their job. So it's really hard to do something when you have to do it in a way, that's not like, oh, this is what I would love to do. Sure, some people do what they love to do, okay? But a lot of people are not doing what they love to do. A lot of people are doing what they have to do. So then it makes it less satisfactory. It makes it less fulfilling, A lot of us are not doing the jobs we wanted to do. A lot of us are not doing the jobs we thought we would do. So it's like you have a lot of unhappy people, and Labor Day comes around, it's just like a slap in the face. Like, hey, this day is to celebrate what you don't want to do by doing what you don't want to do. So it's like, Labor Day is a little strange to me. And I was thinking about that earlier. I wanted to share a little bit of that information with you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys all, though, if you're in the food business, if you're in the cashier retail business, I feel for you guys. I worked Labor Day last year and it kicked my butt because it was super busy. So I definitely will not be like going out and celebrating because to me it's just a normal day, and I'll be making a video on how I feel about holidays, dazing out. But yeah, this is just one of many that I think is a little illogical. I mean, sure, people love to have their fun. It's like we need excuses to celebrate. Like, hey, it's this holiday, let's celebrate. Like, why aren't we celebrating every day? We don't have to celebrate by spending tons of money, but why don't we get together? Why don't we barbecue? Why don't we do things together? Like how we would do on Labor Day or any holiday. Why do we need to be told that? Why does there need to be a special day and it's not something we're doing all the time? Food for thought, you guys. That's just what I'm thinking, and wanted to share my thoughts. I would love to know what you guys think about Labor Day. What do you guys do on Labor Day? Let me know. Do you have any rituals? Because it seems like the ritualist holiday. Maybe you fry up some hot dogs, which I don't even go into hot dogs, but I don't know. It's just, yeah. So let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a few little facts about Labor Day weekend. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Yeah, you guys take it easy. I will see you guys next time. Bye.